November 10th, 2022 is another addition to the sad chapter of Indian cricket team when it comes to ICC World Event Knockouts. 2014 final, 2015 semi-final, 2016 semi-final, 2017 final, 2019 semi-final and now the 2022 World T20 semi-final. There is a worrying pattern that where did the Indian cricket team go wrong? Basically, a combination of a lot of factors prior to the tournament, during the tournament, has once again scuppered India and their quest to end a 9-year wait for an ICC event. Remember, not since the 2013 ICC Champions Trophy and India have struggled to win a major tournament. So, what are the major factors that contributed to India's absolute hammering against England in Adelaide? Remember, this was not a 10-wicket loss. It was a 10-wicket shellacking, and England showed the brand of cricket that has made them so successful ever since the white ball reset that incidentally happened after a loss against Bangladesh at the same venue in Adelaide in 2015. So, straight away, what were the factors which ensured India suffered a horrible fate against England? Rahul, Rohit Sharma, the poor form, the opening duo's poor form in particular. Rohit averaged only 19 with a strike rate of 106. And if you look at it, you take away that 150 that he hit against the Netherlands, that average drops down even further. The highest opening stand that India had in the whole T20 World Cup was 27. And if you have to look at it, Rahul failed again on a big game at a big stage. Yes, he hit 50s against Bangladesh and Zimbabwe, but the caliber of the other two teams as compared to England is miles ahead. So England, they exploited Rahul's weakness, got him out for 6. So 27 average, the highest opening stand was 27. So basically in this, India were playing with only 3 proper batsmen because the opening duo never showed up in this T20 World Cup. One of the prime reasons why India were under pressure right from the start. What can we say about YUZVENDRA Chahal? He was one of your stars in the 2021 IPL, also in the 2022 IPL for Rajasthan Royals. He doesn't play a single game in either the 2021 T20 World Cup or in the 2022 T20 edition. The greatest mystery of all time will be this: why was YUZVENDRA Chahal not picked? Because England have a weakness against leg spin, and you could have given Chahal a chance at Melbourne where he picked up 6 wickets in 2018-19. But you did not want to pick YUZVENDRA Chahal at all in this edition of the T20 World Cup. He did well in the IPL. Yes, he had a dip in the Asia Cup which he later recovered. But apart from that, the bilateral series that he had against Australia, he struggled. That played a big part, but YUZVENDRA Chahal is actually a big event player. For 2 consecutive World Cups, you did not play him. Why? You saw the ineffectiveness with which ASHWIN and AXAR operated in the semi-final. Why couldn't you have brought in YUZVENDRA Chahal? And one more main factor was not picked on a wicket-helping leg spin. Adil Rashid, 4 overs, 1 wicket, 20 runs. Couldn't they have had foresight and picked YUZVENDRA Chahal? That is one major team composition and team selection issue which is going to haunt the Indian cricket team. You had the chance to play YUZVENDRA Chahal, but you did not pick him from the very beginning. That gave an indication that Chahal was not needed, and it hurt India in a big way. Because YUZVENDRA Chahal was not picked, the onus was on ASHWIN and AXAR. Akshar Patel bowled only 1 over in that game against Pakistan where he was hammered for 20 runs. But what about Ravichandran Ashwin? Heading into the T20 World Cup, he had not taken a wicket in 4 games. He took a wicket against the Netherlands. He also took some wickets against Zimbabwe, and against South Africa, Tristan Stubbs gifted him his wicket. Although Ashwin did bowl well with that, but 6 wickets and 3 wickets for Akshar Patel, and majority of them came against the Netherlands. spoke volumes of why India could not contain the pressure. Why India did not sustain that level of pressure for a long period of time because of this. Economy rate of over 8 for both the spinners ensured India's death overs lacked momentum. This is where you missed a holding bowler. ASHWIN may have focused on economy, may have not focused on wickets, or the other way around. We will never know. But what we do know is that Ravichandran Ashwin was caught up in trying to be defensive or trying to take wickets. That over that he bowled against South Africa changed the entire complexion of the match, and that's why South Africa won. So, Ashwin's selection, when he was suddenly picked in the West Indies series, still confounded many. YUZVENDRA Chahal, after a brilliant IPL, was sidelined effectively. Why was he not picked? The spin combination and India's ineffectiveness to capitalize on that for 2 consecutive T20 World Cups is biting them hard, and they still have not cracked the code. No intent from India's bowlers. 168. Hardik Pandya had played out of his skin to ensure India had gotten a par total. It was not par plus, it was just about par. But when Bhuvaneshwar Kumar conceded 3 boundaries in the first over, India suddenly seemed to be on the defensive. They lacked intent. And when 10 overs, 97 runs were scored, they just gave up. There was not much of swing. Bhuvaneshwar tried some swing, but then the length was slightly short. The Indian bowlers missed their length. Hardik bowled short. AXAR Patel bowled short. When AXAR Patel bowled short, he was whacked into the stands. There was no consistency in the line. There was no consistency in the length. And this is where India bowled out opposition only once in the T20 World Cup. Remember, they didn't bowl out Pakistan. They had taken only 9 Netherlands wickets. Didn't bowl out South Africa. Didn't bowl out Bangladesh. The only nation that they bowled out was Zimbabwe. Against England, they didn't take a single wicket. This lack of consistency really hurt them. Lack of intent, rather. In Adelaide, everything fell apart, and there was no plan B to look up to. But the prime reason why India were knocked out in the semi-final, the seeds of it were laid much before the T20 World Cup. India played the most T20Is heading into the T20 World Cup. How many players played 100% of those games? No one. 80% of the games, only one. 70% of the games, only 2 players. Incidentally, they were the openers, Rahul and Rohit Sharma. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar was the other one who played the most majority of the games. In this 1-year cycle from 2021 to 2022, you made too many changes. You gave too many options. You did not settle on a core until September 2022, when the squad was finally announced. That's the core. Even if you look at it in the Asia Cup, there were a lot of quotes saying that the players have been told who features in the T20 World Cup. But you did not play with your settled core, not for just 1 month. You didn't play them for 3 to 4 months, which was essential. Kohli was rested, which was warranted. KL suffered an injury. Rohit was rested. Hardik Pandya was rested for some games. You did not play with a settled combination, which is necessary in a T20 World Cup. You just chopped and changed. Until the last minute, you did not know whether Dinesh Karthik was a fit or Rishabh Pant was a fit, because Pant's form was not good. DK did not turn up in the T20 World Cup. Slightly sloppy behind the wickets, but unfortunately with the bat, he struggled. Hardik Pandya was your lone shining star. Virat Kohli, after that Asia Cup, has been on a different level altogether. But these were your only positives. Jasprit Bumrah's injury did not help. AXAR Patel stepped up in Ravindra Jadeja's shoes, but that did not help. AXAR Patel was way behind. So, wrong team, because essentially in Adelaide you had to pick YUZVENDRA Chahal, a leg spinner. You did not do that, because you were so spooked by the fact that you needed a buffer of number 7 and number 8 and number 9. That showed you didn't have confidence in the top order. Essentially, only 3 players were propping that team up, and that was Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya. Apart from that, no one else stepped up when it mattered. And the end result is India are out in the semi-final. It's yet another painful saga, and India will have to wait 2 more years for the T20 World Cup. one hopes that fresh ideas, fresh thoughts come into this Indian cricket team, because now they need some real reset when it comes to playing T20 cricket. Remember, IPL started in 2008. Since then, India has never won the T20 World Cup. The way it is all set to continue until 2024, and one hopes India can turn around this horrible record that they have in T20 World Cup knockout events. So thank you so much, folks, for listening to this video. We'll be back with more updates from sports today. Press the like, comment and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you.